Welcome to this presentation on social skills and assistive technology. In this presentation, we're going to be talking about a young girl named Lillian. Lillian is a 5-year-old girl with a diagnosis of autism. Lillian enjoys watching movies and seeing pictures of herself. However, one of the challenges that Lillian faces is that at recreation times, she seems to prefer to stand by herself, engaging in rocking and spinning activity. At these times, she does not make use of age-appropriate play materials, and when she's approached by her peers, she moves away so as to be isolated. This is a challenge because when Lillian does not engage in peer interactions, she misses opportunities to learn new skills, and she misses the opportunity to interact with her peers. In thinking about how assistive technology might support Lillian in reaching her goals, we're going to make use of the Do It model, so describing a goal, outlining alternatives, identifying needed resources and impact, taking action, and eventually celebrating progress or success. As always within the Do It model, in our first step, describing the goal, we're going to talk about the student, the environment, and the targeted task. So in this case, our goal is that during recreation times, Lillian will engage in cooperative play activities. So in Lillian's case, this means a few things. First, that she'll stay in proximity to her peers. Second, that she'll make appropriate use of play materials. And finally, that she'll interact with her peers, so she will respond to their requests to play. The next step within this goal-setting strategy is to outline alternatives. So one of the alternatives might be the introduction of a token economy. Within a token economy, a child is given a token that recognizes their use of a target behavior. Over time, children can exchange these tokens for things that they enjoy. Another approach might be the use of social stories with Lillian. Social stories are short, first-person narratives written from the child's point of view and at the child's level. In these stories, the child reads about the positive consequences of making use of the targeted skill. So in this little example here, the child would read a short story about how when they ask for something appropriately, they receive the thing that they've asked for. Some of the things that are typically features of social stories include that they are written from a positive point of view, and the goal is that they prepare the child to act appropriately. So in a sense, they help the child rehearse what they're going to do in a particular situation. Typically, these stories are illustrated, often with photos of the child, and the idea is that through repeated readings, the child becomes more familiar with the targeted skills. Another option might be the use of a paraeducator to prompt Lillian through the appropriate behaviors. So paraeducators are frequently used in special education and general education classrooms. And at these times, they help to prompt or cue the child to perform a targeted skill. Another component of the intervention may be to include peer training. So to teach Lillian's peers how they can best support Lillian's participation in play activities. Finally, we have video self-modeling. In video self-modeling, an individual watches a movie of themselves performing the targeted skill. So frequently what happens is a movie is made as a child is helped to perform a targeted skill, perhaps with cues and prompts, and then the movie is edited so that those cues and prompts are no longer seen, and all the child sees is a short video clip of them performing the targeted skill, and they also see themselves enjoying the positive consequences of their having performed the targeted skill. Okay, so the next step within the Do It goal setting or problem solving strategy is to think about the needed resources and impact for each of the different alternative approaches that have been suggested. So first, thinking about a token economy. Often this is a very powerful way of changing behavior. However, it requires that a teacher or responsible adult keeps a fairly close eye on Lillian so that they're able to reinforce her use of the targeted skills. This may be challenging to implement at recess time, which is traditionally a very busy time of day. Social stories may be one effective component of the intervention. It would require that a social story be written and practiced with Lillian, but again, social stories have been found to be an effective intervention. The use of a paraeducator, as I mentioned, is a frequently considered alternative in teaching new skills. One of the challenges here, though, is that we are hoping Lillian will make use of these skills during playtime, and ideally this would be a time for child-to-child contact without a lot of adults around. Peer training may also be an important part of this intervention. However, ideally we would find something that would increase the use of the targeted skills by Lillian herself and not just by her peers. And that brings us to video self-modeling. Video self-modeling is one of 3 types of video modeling that are sometimes used and have been demonstrated to be effective for children with disabilities. So in video self-modeling, the child with a disability sees a video of themselves performing the targeted skill. So Lillian would see a video of herself playing with her peers, or see a video of herself playing on a swing with a classmate. Within video modeling, the child is still watching a video of the targeted skill, but they themselves are not performing that skill. So in Lillian's case, she might watch a video of her peers engaging in collaborative play activities. Finally, a third way of implementing video modeling is point of view modeling. Within this approach, the individual who is watching the video sees what they would actually see while performing the targeted skill. So for example, if we were using point of view modeling to demonstrate how to go to the store and buy a jar of peanut butter, in the video what the individual would see is exactly what they would see as they walked into the store, as they went down the aisle, as they reached up to get the jar of peanut butter off the shelf, and as they went to the cashier. So it would be from the point of view of the person performing the targeted skill. Video modeling has been used with a variety of behaviors. It has been demonstrated to be helpful in teaching social skills, so how to make appropriate greetings, how to appropriately ask for objects and activities. It's been demonstrated to be effective with functional skills, so teaching individuals how to cross the street safely, how to purchase food items, how to do laundry, and has also been demonstrated to be effective in teaching new communication skills. So teaching individuals how to make use of communication displays, how to create longer sentences and phrases, a wide variety of communication skills. In this case, Lillian's educational team decided to make a self-modeling video for Lillian. So take a look at the video on the following slide to see what her team did.
This is Lillian's movie, starring Lillian. Let's watch Lillian playing nicely with her friends.
Grace. Come on, Grace. Listen to us. Listen to us. Grace. Yay! Grace. Yay, Grace. Come on.
Good job, Lillian. Nice playing.
So again, what's fun to see here is that the team's done a wonderful job of putting together a videotape in which Lillian demonstrates the targeted skills with a variety of people in a variety of environments. All the cues and prompts have been edited out, so all we see is Lillian having fun demonstrating the targeted skill of playing appropriately with her peers. So there's a couple of steps in creating a self-modeling video. First, you need to identify the target behavior. Second, videotape the target behavior. Third, edit the video as needed so that supporting cues and prompts are not seen. And finally, have the student view the video. Within the Do It model, the final step is to celebrate success. This could be a number of things. Very often it's simply with the individual child and peers and maybe parents and some other teachers just talking about what a positive change the use of the targeted skills has made for that child. In Lillian's case, her story actually got a little bit more attention, and the use of this strategy was actually featured on the local nightly news. So here's that video clip.
Lillian Binkert is among a growing number of children.
I still couldn't see it, and I didn't want to see it. But I did have to acknowledge the fact that she was delayed in many areas, and we needed to do something to address that.
Lillian was diagnosed with autism.
It's my opinion that, at least in the more mild forms of autism, that there is a rise.
Statistics show that about 1 in every 150 children in the United States develop autism or an autism-related condition. Dr. Tom Buggy from the Siskin Children's Institute is now using a relatively new method when it comes to treating autism. It's called video self-modeling.
That we video children performing a task or behavior slightly beyond their ability.
Then they manipulate the filming. In Lillian's case, Dr. Buggy says they focus on social interaction.
For example, with Lillian, we are looking at social interactions. So we would go out in the playground and bring in her peers and have them interact with her, almost like they become co-stars.
Then it's edited into a 2 to 3 minute video, and Lillian can watch herself interacting with other children. Children with autism are very visual learners, so this video self-modeling study plays to their strengths, allowing them to look forward rather than backwards.
For example, with language, we can get a child to imitate and say words, and we can combine those words then into longer sentences so it looks like they're slightly ahead of where they presently are.
When it comes to autism, kids are normally diagnosed in the first 3 years of life and show limited social and communication skills. Warning signs Lillian displayed. But now with the video self-modeling study, Lillian's mom says she sees signs of improvement.
I am seeing a change in her behavior. She's using more words together to form sentences in her own little way.
And that's definitely a step in the right direction. No doubt, this video is a big hit with Lillian.
Good job, Lillian. Nice playing. Finished?
Finished. Latrice Curry, Channel 3, Eyewitness News.
Okay, so for your assignment for this class, I would like you to make a video in which you self-model appropriate classroom behaviors. So what I'd like you to do is choose 3 classroom behaviors that support academic success for you. Clearly videotape these behaviors using the camera in your laptop. Edit those videos to include just clips of those behaviors, and then add titles at the beginning with clapping, a title for each behavior, and a title at the end describing the consequences of the behavior, and throw in some more clapping and applause there. Additional details appear in the assignment sheet for this activity in the folder on Angel. With respect to the classroom behaviors that support academic success, I'd like you to think about some things you honestly think make a difference. So whether it's asking questions in class, whether it's taking notes, whether it's turning off your cell phone, whether it's reading your notes before you come to class or studying afterwards, but pick 3 things that you think help support academic success and use those in your video. As an example, here's a video that Sarah, a doctoral student in special ed who kindly volunteered a video of herself performing this activity, submitted in fall semester. Just so you know, it's her 5-year-old daughter acting as the teacher for this video.
I'm early.
Good afternoon, class. Today we are going to learn about adding. Does anyone know what adding is? Sarah.
Yeah, adding is when you take 2 numbers and you put them together to see how much it makes.
Okay, let's try a few addition problems. 6 plus 6 equals. Okay, write it.
Okay, 6 plus 6 equals 12.
So hopefully video self-modeling strikes you as something that's both fun and there's certainly ample evidence that it's effective. So as this chart demonstrates, research supporting video modeling is available for a variety of ages with a variety of skills. And with the areas for which it's not seen, personally I just think it's a question of the fact that the research has not been done there yet. So my personal belief is that if someone was to do research looking at video self-modeling for reading with 10 to 12-year-olds, chances are very good that we would find success. So we've got evidence of success in a lot of areas and every reason to believe that if additional research was done, we would see additional evidence of success. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation and I hope you have fun with the activity.